What's up guys, Mr. Anderson 336 here. I'm back with another replay, today playing my T32. I actually have two replays for you today. I have one in a good matchup with the T32 and I have one in a, well, tier 9 matchup, if not tier 10. So, first game, we are playing on Provkovarovka. And, well, the T32, it's a tier 8 American non-premium tank. It's having beast turret armor, 320 average damage. And is pretty good for hold down. Playing on Mirror Ranka, we should actually go hill because we do have that nice gun depression. However, I feel like going into the middle because of this nice gun depression, because you can actually fight bridge lines with this thing, and it's not bad at it either. Anyway, playing the T32. I didn't like this tank in the start because I was used to play the IS-3, but there are two different tanks and they work in two different situations. This one is more for hold down fighting, while the IS-3 is a aggressive pusher, aggressive breakthrough tank. While this is more like a sniper, or well, maybe not a sniper, it's not that accurate. But it's working better where it doesn't have to get shot that much, well, depending on where you shoot it. The turret is pretty much impenetrable, well, from the front. The hull is actually also pretty good. It could be worse, but it is decent. But anyway, our tanks are making it to the hill, and we have gotten to the mid position here where we first spot a T34 100. I haven't actually spotted anything else, but well, I guess that will change pretty soon. So Churchill 7 is spotted. As you can see, it's not the most accurate gun, but at least we hit him. So, didn't like this tank in the start, as I was saying before, but now I quite like it because I actually know how to drive it now. And it isn't a bad tank, definitely not. And with high rolls like that, or a low roll for an IS-3, I'm actually quite happy with this tank. So we take a lot of punishment from the hill. And there is an S51 on their team, but well, we bounce a shot and well, we actually get out of that one alive. So now we are in a perfect position, both to cast but also to fire up on the hill. And this game is pretty much just for the support fire of it, to show the accuracy of the gun, to talk a bit about the gun handling, and well, it's a different situation in this tank. What the IS-3 is doing up there, I'm not actually sure, because well, he doesn't have that good of gun depression, so well, I guess it's a place for a heavy tank to fight. We put a shot into the KV-3, and we also put a shot or two into the IS. We are out of the rendering range of the IS-3. Well, we aren't, but we are out of the view range, so and I do have 6th sense in this thing, so I'm sure, well, I know when we are spotted. But I'm pretty much done with my T32 grind. I have gotten to the M103 on that month where the T110E5 was top of the tree. Used that to my advantage, used some boosts and the extra XP and crew experience you got from driving that line. So I'm actually done with the T32. So this is just a few good games I had in it. And I actually got to quite like this thing, as I was saying. But it's still never gonna take the IS-3's place in my heart. I still love my IS-3 way more. But we've gotten a lot of support fire here into the IS-3, and well, we bounced the A1 on the KV-85, which brings me to the penetration of this gun, which is only 200mm of penetration, so that's why I'm actually having, well, 12 APCR rounds we have already fired to. You need quite a lot, because of the kind of low penetration of this thing. It's pretty standard, like for a German Tiger 1, but an IS-3 do get 225, same does the Tiger 2. And I do believe that the KV-4 gets 227. So 200 is kind of low for a tier 8 like this. But I guess if you drive it correctly, it's no problem at all. Though you will struggle sometimes to pin the big tier 10s. But yeah, enough with that. So I shot into the T69 and I realized we are close to getting capped, well, be done capping here, so I decided to fall out of the cap circle. Ignore the cap fully. No cap kill all, you could say, but well, in this situation where we have that many tanks left, there is no really reason to cap, so we're just gonna sit here and get the best possible shots up to, well, up on the hill. Bouncing on the side of the KV3, well, not the KV3, the IS3's turret. Quite bouncy anyway, so it's fine. The ISU comes up again, and I should be able to get a shot at him as soon as I wake up. Anyway, he's out of the game. VK gets spotted in their base, he's AFK. Well, he's not AFK, he's just sitting in the open, or else it is a bot program. Not quite sure. But one into him, we almost reloaded. Around 10 seconds reload on this thing. Notice that when I put the upgrade turret on it, that the reload actually fell with around 1 second, which is pretty good. And this gives it a pretty good base DPM. It's around 9 seconds reload, so we can put at least, what, maybe 6 shots? Let me think for a second, sorry. Yeah, at least 6 shots into tanks. Well, so it's almost 2000 base DPM, I think. Not into the numbers that much, but yeah. So SU-101 just took out our T32 100, unfortunately. He is using the T54 gun, that 100mm, which is very rapid firing. It's also having a very nasty penetration. 219 with standard, but 330 from the T54 with the gold. But he's just getting rushed here and he's out of the game. So GG, well played, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. So first game was a Mastery Class 2. We got Spotter, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, High Caliber, Confederate, 56,000 and 1400 experience. 3,224 damage and 948 experience. 20 shots fired, 15 hit, 10 penetrations, keeping the average damage throughout the battle on around 320, so 3,200 damage. 1,641 on more than 300 meters, so technically, well, according to World of Tanks, sniping. We also got some nice assistance damage here with 1,500. We fired a couple of APCR shots, so we had a fairly big ammunitions cost on 27,000 and 8,000 in repairs. But we still managed to get a 20,000 profit out of this game, so let's jump to the next one. So on this map we have spawned on Himmelsdorf. Well, this time we have spawned with on Himmelsdorf. We're playing in a different playstyle this time. Playing on a city map and not an open map like the previous one. We are also encountering bigger tanks this time. There are 3 tier 9s on both teams. And that's where the penetration of the AP will really struggle this time. Because it is tier 9s and we will be forced to shoot more APCR. So spawning on this map we have this nice pile of rubble right in front of us. That will work excellent for hold down positioning. And we can see that an M103 already has found his pile of rubble. So let the shooting begin. We bounce on him, he bounce on us. I would say in this situation the M103 is worse than the T32. Because his weak spot is much more obvious than ours is. It's also easier to hit. However, he has that nice, very nice gun compared to our shitty gun. It is a sort of a shitty gun, and therefore he has much easier time penetrating our weak spot if he is able to hit it. However, his weak spot, however, is like big as a mountain, and it's very easy to hit. However, with the AP, you're not able to pin it. You need like IS3 penetration is 225, maybe more. I haven't really looked into the armor profile of the M103 and haven't gotten to drive it myself yet. I am done with my T32, so we will know soon. I fire an HE round into him. It's not really the best idea here, but hey, it's damage and I'll take it anytime. Also, they are bouncing on us. A couple of bounces so far on our turret. And even with those big guns with, well, 260mm of penetration, they're not able to penetrate. As I say that, one put a heat round into us, right there on our cupola, and therefore he's able to penetrate us. So you see here with my AP round, I'm not having big chances of pinning the Type 4 Heavy. That is because he has around 260mm of front armor, both on the turret and the hull. And therefore with 200mm of penetration with this tank, it's pretty much impossible. However, the M103 with AP, I am actually able to pin his weak spot. That is at least confirmed now. They bounce yet again. And, well, I'm just back with this guy. He's not able to pin me. Well, he is if he hits the correct place. But I'm not able to pin him, and therefore this battle can be kind of boring. And that is why you also are forced to load some APCR sometimes. I think I will speed it up here, because it's much of the same in this replay. It's just holding these positions, and we're just shooting at each other because we can, and there's not much else going on. So really just shoot at each other to, I think, intimidate each other, and that's basically it. I mean, none of us are able to pin each other, and well, that's sort of awkward. You see me loading an APCR again, and hoping that I'm able to penetrate the side of the Type 4 Heavy. M103 fell back for a while, but he's back now. E75 is pushing forward. And look at the angle of that turret right there. You would think that you're able to penetrate that with the APCR. Unfortunately we bounce, and well, now I'm getting shot from behind. So the hill is lost. I don't like going hill in this map. I like to fight in this area. I could go hill because of the gun depression, but still you also need someone to hold these areas. So anyway, so now there's both a T49 and an M41 behind us. We are forced to deal with them whenever we can. Well, that super person just felt the love of the Type 4 Heavy. Driving out in front of that gun. Trying to penetrate the Centurion 71. Unfortunately our shot fire is high and we are hitting his turret, which is a pretty strong one. And even with... that was T4... Oh god, T49. Slapped them. God bless light tanks. Oh god. Anyway. Physics anyway. We bounce an APCR on the Centurion. He's not coming out again until we have shot. We have reverse side scraping here. Trying. I don't think I'm able to turn my tank around without exposing it to the KV4 and the Type 4 Heavy in front of us. And I'm afraid of ending up like that super person. The thing with the T32 is it has a reasonably big chance of getting set on fire. Also, I don't have that good of a crew in it, so my chance are even bigger because of that. I'll take my chance now. E75 have dealt with the Type 4 Heavy. There's a KV4 behind us. We have traded a shot with the Centurion, if not two, and well, we're able to push towards him. There's still a Bulldog here, and there's still a Centurion, and IS-3 is above us. Luckily he's not having enough gun depression to be able to shoot us. The Bulldog decides to go AFK, which is kind of sad for him. Maybe he disconnected. He's not even disconnected, so 2 quick shots into him and he's out of the game. Now there is a Centurion in our side. He bounced 1 shot. I'm reloaded. Just shoot everywhere on that hole. You will be able to penetrate that like it's nothing. And we are in a pretty grim situation right now. We are 3 versus 6. E75, T69 and T32. 2 Americans and a German versus, well, 6 enemies. Now 5 because the Centurion 71 just died. IS-3 is in front of us. If he's giving us his side armor, we are able to pen him. If he's giving us his front armor, we are not able to pen him. Well, unless we hit his lower plate. We have to put 1 shot into him. And well, I'm just waiting for him to come out again. He's probably going to try and trick me to fire. We're gonna see. There he is. Yep, he's definitely trying to trick me into firing. I am firing, so I missed anyway, so well, never luck I guess. We take a big hit from the back from the IS-3, who was on the hill, but he has now come down to fight. I'm still able to survive 1 more shot from the IS-3, but I am in cover now, so I'm in a pretty good spot right here. Now E75 is coming to finish off the IS-3, he's out of the game. And I'm able to turn around and face this IS-3. Now look at this shot we're going to pull off. I think, well, that's a T10 riding row. Oh, that guy really threw me off right there. Anyway, he rolled out with his side, his entire side to us, not fast enough on his trigger, and we are able to pin him and take him out of the game. We are able to get a shot on the IS-3. He is not a one-shot. Well, I have 320 alpha average damage. Well, and I'm only having 100 HP, so I'm more of a one-shot than he is. If he rolled slightly high we're able to get him, but only the RNG guards will be able to tell if we are actually going to be able to do that. So now there is an artillery piece behind me and I need to get into cover. Being able to do that fairly simple, just driving up this alleyway. T69 has dealt with the T54 Mod 1. The E75 has engaged the IS-3. And, well, this RT is only one shot away from dying. We missed our first shot because of that Super Pershing, who is now providing decent cover for that artillery piece. But our second shot flies through and we're able to finish this game. So GG, well played, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. So out of the second game we got a Masterclass 1, Shellproof, 5 for effect, Hand of God, 52,000 credits and 1700 experience, together with a Steel Wall. 2,864 damage, 3 kills and 1177 base experience. 26 shots fired, 22 hit, 11 penetrations, 2,800 damage. We managed to bounce 3,600 with our armor. Most of them was on our turret, and only that heat shell managed to go through our turret this game. We also got 650 assistance damage this game. We pay 11,000 in repairs because we got shot way more. We fired a lot of APCR, so this time we managed to make a minus on 11,000 this game. But all in all, it was a good game. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an awesome day when you watch this. Remember to have fun in the games, because that's why they're made. I'm Mr. Anderson 336 and I'm out. Good.